Hello, my name is Cindy Ji. I'm a Daejeon-born, U.S. South Korea raised, lens-based artist. I'm also a recent MFA grad from the Department of Photography from the School of Art Institute of Chicago. My practice is driven by the desire to understand larger societal phenomena through the collection of microscopic moments that serve as a reflection of the world. This book, The Adventures of Jane, explore the themes of identity assimilation, beauty standards, and stories behind names presented in the form of a book. This is a co-authored book by me and Woojung Ji, who is my biological sister. Like most places and like most of us, we form our identity in comparison with the world. Woojung's story presents moments in adolescence life of how we begin to understand where we stand in the world physically or economically. Through a symbolic character named Jane, her story explores the desire to become someone else regarding race and her desire to become the girly girl. These themes are explored in short story format in the book. As you can see in the book, the text also takes a form of a dialogue. The conversation between A and B is an integral part of the text. Jane symbolizes the most desirable and the most unattainable social standard/status. However, in the dialogue, the two characters begins to look inward. They say things like, "Do you find me normal? Or will you love me even if I turn into a dismembered arm or mutilated leg?" She seeks for affirmation in her identity and oneself in this intimate and close relationship. The relationship becomes a compass trying to navigate complicated world. A little backstory of the photographs that I took is that this project started in 2020. My sister told me that she would end her stay in the United States in few years. This was also the time when COVID-19 had more of an impact in our life. We had never lived or physically grew up together since childhood, but her news felt like a sudden shock. For more than a decade, we grew up separately and we did not have a typical sisters growing up story together, which means that we did not have a photographic archive of our lives together. So before her departure, I wanted to get to know her in the ways that I never had a chance to before. When I started my MFA degree in Chicago, she was living in Ann Arbor. And this was also the first time we could travel to see one another for the first time. I took every opportunities to visit my sister with a large format camera. The symbolic moments that I thought were so beautiful in our mundane life became a private performance for the camera. This lengthened time deepened our understanding of one another, which led to working on this book together. Through these pictures, I present not only a visual representation of two sisters, but a manifestation of an idea of complicated ways of how we define ourselves and how we create identity. So the thematic ideas explored in the short story and the photographic archive become one form in the book. With a scale that's portable, yet big enough to see detailed photograph was one of my goals in making this book. The visual motif of the book becomes a concrete design that echoes the theme as an invitation to the viewer to open the book and invest in the journey with us.